Spartans! This is where we hold them! For our sons! This is where we fight! For our daughters! This is where they die! For Sparta!
Hello everyone, this is Cav over at Spartan Games, and welcome back to our coverage of Netflix and Marvel's The Punisher, Season 2. This episode is episode 9, and it is entitled Flustercluck, which, I mean, we all know what that means. We all know what that actually means. If you don't know what it means, I'm not going to repeat it. Ask your parents. But last episode, Frank went a little crazy because he let Billy escape because he couldn't finish him. He had him in his sights and couldn't finish him. Curtis couldn't do it either. But also now Mahoney knows that Frank is back. He's putting pressure on Madani to hand him over to her. Oh, also Rusa and Billy and Krista are like actually together now. Maybe, I don't know. It's all a big messed up thing of domestic abuse and Stockholm syndrome, and I don't know. But not a whole lot to catch up on from last time. A lot of tension, especially between Curtis and Frank, following last episode. We haven't seen Pilgrim in a little while. I'm wondering how that's all gonna... Because he's still floating around New York somewhere. Because he's trying to hunt down Amy. And last we saw, he killed the Russians. So, I mean, we'll see what happens. But let's go ahead and let's get into this video. And in 3, 2, 1, go!
Police say 4 people are dead and 3 wounded in a gang-related gun battle that broke out in a Lower East Side housing project. Some are calling it the major salvo in a gang war, one of 3 such raids in the last 24 hours.
With the money, we can go anywhere. Be anything we want to be. Together.
Pilgrim!
The driver's supposed to get me an extra 10 yards. So far, it's not the game changer I thought it would be. Perhaps I'm misplacing my faith. Set a bounty on Castle and Miguel. Turn the city against them.
It's better that I do it myself.
It's good that you have such faith in yourself, as do I. But we cannot afford pride at this moment.
Manipulation.
Castle shot up a city street in broad daylight. We're way past the time for keeping things quiet.
It's risky me opening old doors.
You're not the man you were.
Okay. Yeah, I'm on the move.
So they're still using regular military code words? Ow! That's why he wears the vest. He wanted him alive so he could interrogate him.
Your mother often wonders if you came to New York for the job or you took the job for New York.
Both. This is the gay son.
God damn it.
Now, Dad. What would the faithful think if they were to hear you blaspheming?
When was the last time you just asked me if I was happy?
Happy? What the hell is happy? Son, we are in a position to change this country for the better. People take a look at you and they see an example they want to follow. How could I have all of this if God
hadn't chosen it for me. It's a question I ask myself every day. We are living proof that faith is rewarded.
What is so important right now?
The Punisher.
Yeah?
Man with a 5 million, am I right? Kind of insulted you to come here first.
Does that mean you don't want to talk?
No. No. Just saying word travels fast. It's all would like my guys have a head start.
He knows him. The frickin' Punisher.
I thought this guy was dead already. I don't know why you're offering so much.
I want Castle and the girl alive.
Oh, Pilgrim's pretty badass though. I will give him that.
Yeah, hey, Stanley, put him on. You guys gonna want to hear what I have to say, trust me.
What is it?
Guess who just walked into my place?
Here they come. Oh, is it the best?
Asshole's lost. Listen, asshole. There's one of you and 6.
No, there's 1v1. Oh! Femoral!
Let's talk.
I didn't even drink any water right now. I'm just like stressing out.
Tough day. Nobody seems to have the answers, but you do. I know you do. So I need to know how.
You sold out everything you ever stood for, anyone you ever cared about, and you did it for money and status. Left Frank for dead, covered in the blood of his wife and children. That's who you are.
No.
Yeah, and when he found out, he came after you and he made you pay. Look me in the eye and tell me something. Am I lying? Because Frank will come after you and he will finish the job.
Oh man, savage.
I'm a hard man to kill, Agent Madani.
Where's she at?
Who is it?
It's me. It's Amy. Sean!
Jake was running with Billy Russo. Yeah, the same asshole that shot me is running around shooting up shit, robbing and murdering, and recruiting guys like us to help him do it. I called you because I had faith that you'd be no part of it. Just want you to find him.
Well, we'll find him. Some of those assholes ain't exactly quiet about their shit.
Got a Vietnam vet in the back! Yeah! I love it. Kid.
Kid's with you, right? No, she was there when I left.
God. What did I say to you, Curtis?
What did I say to you? You were supposed to watch.
Look, don't start, man. I'm not some...
No, you listen. There's a contract out on us. $5 million. $5 million, Curtis. Every asshole in the city's looking for her right now.
Shit.
Yeah, shit.
No way she could have passed this going up. I'll stay here. You guys check the other floors.
That's pretty smart, though. They're approaching this as people would actually approach this. Oh!
Must be him. Go, I'll find a girl.
Hallway fight! Hallway fight! Nice!
Look, he's not gonna kill you if you let me go.
Come up here and she's dead. You hear me? Hey! You touch her, I'll kill you. She's dead. You don't back off.
Oh! Use the move! Yeah! Yes! Give her a hug. Give her a hug. Give her a hug.
I killed him.
Give me the gun.
I killed him.
No, you just shot him, okay? Hey. See that? I come on, right? Yeah. Hey, I need to go. All right, where's your stuff? Gotta get your stuff and get you out of here, okay?
Come on, give her a hug. Give her a hug.
Thank you for coming. Please, come in. Castle sounds even worse than Russo.
No, Castle's a whole other thing. Oh, yeah, I got a real insight. Maybe if you did, you'd be drinking too.
I might have some wine.
Yeah, Pilgrim.
You took your time.
You got news for me?
You're the news, brother.
How you doing, Robbie?
Robbie?
You used to be the loudest, most garrulous mofo I knew.
Does anyone say mofo anymore?
You wouldn't shut up. Always a man for rousing speech. The man I knew left 12 years ago to make a buy. Disappeared, along with our money. You were a god.
I was a sinner. But I've been born again. And now I'm with the people who will inherit the earth.
Yeah. 6 feet of it. You gotta pay for your sins in full.
Nah, he's not paying for anything.
I don't know how you do it.
He's too smug. He's not paying for
I
anything.
literally just shot somebody, and the way that I feel right now, I don't think that I'll ever do it again. This is such a total Flustercluck.
Flustercluck. Yes, it is, kid.
Flu bar.
Yes, it is.
Is that it? All right, that was a pretty good episode right there. I liked that episode a lot. It was really good. All right, I only have a couple things where I did write some stuff down. I'm gonna talk about some scenes that I really enjoyed. A thing I need to look up. All right, it was Minden. Bourbon. Is that a thing? I'm not seeing it. Is it a type of bourbon, maybe? I don't know. It's possible. I don't know certain things. I don't know a lot of stuff about alcohol, so... I know what I got, and that's about it. Alright, so... Doesn't look like it's an actual thing. Alright, so... a couple scenes I really liked. I really liked that Medini versus Russo. I absolutely loved that. The way their emotions were playing off each other worked really well. There was just like their faces, fantastic actors. I don't know the names of the actors, but perfect. Also, a scene, it wasn't nearly as long as other scenes like it in the Netflix Marvel series, but I loved the little stairway fight that Frank got to have with the four guys, where he was down there, shot up through the floor to get them. It was just like, oh, wow! I just thought that was super cool. Alright. So Billy has named his army and their base, he's called it Valhalla, which is a cut from Norse mythology, because Valhalla was, if I'm wrong, feel free to correct me. Just, if I'm wrong about something, correct me. Just please do it politely. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I like to learn, so just let me know. Just please. No need to be a dick about it. But anyway, Valhalla is essentially the housing and the banquet hall of the armies of Odin, which he selected from individuals who died in battle, in glorious battle, on Earth, or as it was known, Midgard. And then he would select their souls, and they would come and join the ranks of the Einherja, if I mispronounced that. And then they would be his army when Ragnarok came. So, a lot of symbolism there in regards to what Billy's doing. He's taking all these veterans and then bringing them into his army, and then I'm thinking we're going to get his Ragnarok, the end of his world, and it's going to be semi-glorious. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. So, the Schultz, this is the one thing that I really liked the interaction between David Schultz and his father. I thought that was a very cool scene where they were out there and they were on the driving range and they were talking to each other. I don't know why. I just really loved that scene. And it's very apparent to me that older Schultz, Dad Schultz, is very stuck in the past, whereas his son is obviously a little bit more progressive. But his dad refuses to accept the fact that he's homosexual, which, because he's trying to groom him to be president, he doesn't think it would work. Nowadays, if a presidential candidate openly came out as gay or homosexual or lesbian or what have you, I think it would almost be a boon to their campaign, almost an advantage, because I feel like it would almost automatically garner a large majority of the population vote. I don't want to talk about politics. But anyway, I thought that David Schultz has a little bit more of a better idea about how society is trying to move forward, and he's not thinking that being a homosexual and being president would be a big deal. I don't think it'd be a big problem. I don't see that it would be a problem. I mean, I'll vote for whoever is the best to be voted for. They name dropped and they called Dad Schultz, they called his group of people he leads, they called them the Faithful. I don't know whether or not that was just like a term that David Schultz was using to discuss them, or whether or not it's a actual, like, thing from the comics, whether or not it's like a deep cut to a cult or something like that. But I just wrote that down to bring it up. If it is a thing, please tell me. Also, John Pilgrim. I don't know if his name is actually Pilgrim, but so his new name is John, because that's what Schultz called him. But his old name was Robbie, which... So I'm trying to figure out exactly what he used to be a part of. Was he part of like an Aryan group? Because the cross that he has on his arm, no, that the other guy had on his arm, is that... I don't know my symbols. Isn't that traditionally a... Ooh, excuse me. Isn't that traditionally like the German cross from World War II? I don't know. I don't know. If I'm wrong, just tell me, please. I just honestly, I don't know. But, yeah. That end, also that... A lot of good acting scenes. Not necessarily hardcore action, but a lot of good scenes where the characters were acting with each other. And it was amazing. Primarily, as I said, those other two that I mentioned. But I loved that final scene in between John and the old Don, I guess. When they were at the table. I thought that was really cool. I really liked that a lot. Also, I love that Curtis is having all the good vets, the good vets, the ones that I'll be a part of when I'm old, are going after and trying to hunt down the I'll call them the Inheria, the army of Billy Russo, the Inheria from Valhalla. Anyway, that is going to be it for this video. If you liked this video, please leave a like and a comment down below. Also, go ahead, hit that subscribe button and hit that bell so you can see what I post when I post. And I'm going to see all of you guys in the next video. Stay Spartan strong.